Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Gamer and we're returning to a Let's Play of Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich Edition, where we are playing the Union of Britain in war against the Entente and the Kaiser. Now, I think it's time for us to properly invade Ireland again here. And I think that's what we're going to do. So we are going to ask these guys here to activate their battle plan and see... Ooh, wait a minute. You should not be activating this battle plan down here. Do get rid of this, please. I don't want you to do that. Right. So, you are now attacking over here, and I think that's going to be okay. We do have quite a couple of air forces over here that I think we can send over Ireland itself. Let's try to get some air superiority there. You guys can also try to support that. We're also going to send in a couple of ground-based or close air support units here. They have a daylight attack pattern, which I think is going to be okay. We do have a couple of naval squadrons still buzzing around over here. That's okay. You guys are trying to go for Ireland. You guys could potentially cover the coast as well. But I think we are alright over here. On the naval side, let's ask our battle cruisers here to be part of a strike force in the Western Sea. Why are you going there? I think it's alright if you stay where you are. But please do be a strike force. And we have to add this here. I don't want you to be over here. Don't want you to be over there. But I definitively do want you to be over here. Right. Come on, battle cruisers. Yes. Strike force. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's better. Good. We have very, very little fuel, so we need to be very, very careful about that. But I think that might be alright. Do have some battles over here. There is a naval battle up here where we're at least getting on some of these Irish destroyers, which have been harassing our submarines for quite a while now, and they've lost everything, so that is definitely nice for us. Battle cruisers seem to be on their way. I don't think you need to do form a strike force package. Wait, you're resting in the Isle of Man. Well, that's slightly awkward, but not too bad actually, so I think we're going to be alright over here. These guys are now sailing out, and we'll see whether we'll be horribly, horribly defeated over here, which is probably what's going to happen, because these guys are very well dug in. And Belfast seems to be holding out pretty nicely, due to the fact that it's the Netherlands, really. The Netherlands? Why would we declare war against the Netherlands? I don't know. Right. Well, at least we are now doing some damage over here, and of course we do have some ancillary landings here north and south of Belfast, which hopefully are going to help us out quite a bit here in a second. Let's make sure that France isn't doing anything weird. No, the line is mostly holding. There is this eternal battle up there. You guys are going up there in the Irish Sea, that's okay. Good, let's see. Dutch East Indies were terminated. Okay, we'll need to be careful with the rubber trade then. Let's ask these guys here for some rubber. I mean, that's fine. Call to arms. What are you doing? What on earth are you doing? Oh my, this is such a mess. So the Commune of France has, for whatever reason... So we are fighting, of course, in a war against Germany, Ireland to Sicilies, Morocco, AOG. So this is basically the Reichspakt. And it does seem like Netherlands are in there. Did I see a Dutch flag there? Yeah. Oh no, okay, sorry. Oh, never mind. These are all of our allies. Never mind that. I thought we would just get into trouble with half of our allies. That of course would not be great. Okay. Here we are. Our guys have landed here. They are repelling in advance by this cavalry division. That is okay. There is the second landing over here. We're going to send one of our divisions over there, and these two are going to support the attack on Belfast itself. Yeah, we are now getting slightly better results here on Belfast. I think we are not, well, we're not doing more damage than they are, but at the very least we are doing well enough in total. And over here on this defense we are doing pretty well, so that is also nice to see. Not sure whether these guys here are actually already encircled or anything. I don't think they count as encircled, but just by the fact that we have increased the combat width, I think we're doing pretty well over there. Socialist Republic of Liberia, yeah, I think they're actually out of, they're sort of exiled anyway. And it's good that they are attempting some sort of breakout here with these guys. That means they are counted as being in multiple combats, and that is certainly very nice for us. You are advancing there, that is also good. I think at this point, well, our guys are counting as out of supply now. These guys should really be counting as... Okay, let's try to get dairy. I would like to get some supplies. It's not that much really, but at least it's something. We are out of supplies, but we are still doing more damage than they are by a significant margin now. And that's actually mostly because they are stupid over there. Quite a couple of convoys sunk, only 2 days of fuel left. Yeah, that is a big issue. Right, okay, let's see what we can do. So firstly, you guys here, I appreciate your support, but let's not overdo that. Well, I think one of you can continue to do this, but you here simply don't. Oh, you're here. Okay, simply just don't. Alright, everyone else there is fine. We do have a couple of aircraft over here. You're not flying either. I suppose we can ask you to stop flying here for a second. And, well, I would like to keep the tactical bombers. I would like to keep some air superiority. So I think what we actually have to do is ask these naval guys here to stop naval striking for a second. And that might be okay. Right, and over here we also have a couple of fighters. You gentlemen might stop here for a second as well. Yeah, that's okay. Right, pretty much all that we can do for this moment. You have... That fight over there is a little bit too much. Come on, you just need to kick out one of these guys and all of the fire will continue to pile on the other guy, and that should fall extremely fast. Extremely fast. Come on. Just one infantry division left. There we go. Everyone is on shore now, and that is pretty good. And let's delete all of these lines over here, so just so that we are establishing a new one. That's great. You're now circling over there, and then what we're of course going to ask you to do here is develop an offensive line, pretty much still Dublin, and that should be okay. Right. I think these fights should now be much better, since we are now capable of sending some supplies over there. Apparently we have captured a couple of military factories, isn't that great? And a couple of dockyards already. Very good. 5 dockyards, that is a huge win for us. So let's actually ask our guys then to produce more, repair more of our ships, and I think that's going to be great. And in terms of free military factories, we are producing a couple of tanks, we are also producing infantry equipment. I think we are very low on infantry equipment, so let's actually produce it like that. I think that should be okay. Alright, there we go. Fantastic. Fuel, big issue, but all in all, at least on the naval side here, things, on the land side, things seem to be going pretty well actually. So that is nice. What I suppose we could do is also ask you guys here to be part of this front line as well, or at least this front line, and ask you to sort of form an offensive line, limited one to Dublin, simply so you have something to do. Was that you? Or someone else? Great. Well, I don't know. And this here we should get rid of that, right. Oh, that is you, okay. You should be shuffling over at some point. We do have very little convoys, so that might be an issue, but all in all I think we're going to be alright. More convoys from the Entente. We are winning this battle over here even, and we now get some reinforcements, so that is very nice to see. And good enough over there. Suppose you could wait over here. Superior enemy. I don't think you have any plan down here. No, so that should be okay. Right. Some naval battles. Just sinking some convoys. That's pretty good. But we do need to be careful about our fuel situation. Yeah, in terms of construction, we are basically just repairing that, and I think after that we just need to pile in more and more refineries. Cuba is yet again called in as an enemy. Bringing these divisions over here into Northern Ireland. Bulgaria? Not sure whether Bulgaria was an enemy before. Probably it was. Right, a couple of naval battles. Ooh, over here, this one is interesting. A couple of German light cruisers. Couple of submarines, destroyers. I mean, these submarines, they would be really nice to catch out. They've been pretty much harassing us for a very long time now, and we are extremely low on. Oh, we've got a convoy protection guy over here. Let's actually send you into the channel. There's a battle over here with. What on earth is this? French Republic. Pre-Veld Creek. What on earth is going on over here? 11 unsupported dreadnoughts? From the Entente? How? Just how? Okay. Right, let's be prudent about this. Of course, you guys here are going to rejoin your naval strike mission. I think we can skip on the close air support for a second, because this really is important. Let's send you in here as well on the naval strike mission. 300 planes, that is certainly good enough. I think we can also skip the air support here for a second, simply because our fuel is just way too low. Way too low. And I think indeed we can ask these... What happened to you? What shot you up that badly? Are you in this battle here? Yes, that's what's shooting you up. Ooh, this is bad. Okay, Okay, submarines, guys, stop here for a second. Do come back into port. We don't really have enough to support you here. You guys, likewise, let's stop the patrol pattern here for a second. And what we do actually need to do is bring in our battleship group into this area up there. That's a weird path that you're taking there. Can I actually ask you to go this way? No shift hold? No, okay. Right, we're gonna send up this squadron over there then. See whether that is gonna be enough. You know what, you guys do stop convoy escorting because we just need the fuel. Yeah, and we are losing simply the light cruisers here. Light cruisers is not that bad for now, but at least we are bringing in a couple of planes because this is pretty bad. Right, ooh, over here. Look at that. Ah, yeah, that's because we are not repairing enough ships now. But we can simply fix that because I think quite a couple of our ships were set to not repair. That includes you, unfortunately. Right, that is okay. This way. Air Fleet, you are repairing? Yes, you are. That's nice. You guys are all repairing, I suppose? Yes, you are. You guys are all repairing? Including the scout group? I think you're not. Yeah, there we go. Low repair priority though. Let's set all of you to medium priority. That should be okay. Right. Good. Fair enough, like this. We've sunk more light ships than they have, and they are withdrawing, so that is nice. But just the fuel situation. Firefighting drills, very nice, so that we are getting a bit more damage control in there. That is fairly good, but I think we have to go for oil processing now. Simply because our oil situation is so horrible over here. And we definitely do need to deal with that. Right. Yeah, I'm afraid that we will be losing quite a couple of ships over here. At least we are sending in these guys over here. And they... Ah, damn it. There is a fast battleship. Received 2 critical hits by heavy guns. Yeah. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. They are withdrawing though. So I think this battle here will end soon. Not a good result. Definitely not a good result. Ellen has been sunk. And these guys have done enormous amounts of damage. So yeah, you guys are entering Scupper flow, that's okay. Well, our battleships are over here. You know what? You're gonna go to Portsmouth. You can repair over there. Well, I should have seen that battle earlier. Also, are you guys set to engage? No, only at medium risk. Unfortunate. These guys were our sort of the guys who could bob some of the attacks from the light ships on our submarines. Well, further battles down here. Yeah, okay. I suppose we are still not sort of resolving this conflict here. It's amazing. At least you are going back to port, that's okay. And I suppose we have now, yeah, way too little in terms of our dockyards. Ukraine being called in. We have a couple of convoys actually now. So, well, I say that and no, it's not convoys lost, it's just aircraft. Okay, how are we looking in terms of research? Anything in particular that we'd be waiting for? Not really though. So, well, a floating fortress would be nice. That would have been nice to get before this as well. Doing some damage on this Italian fleet. Yeah, you do need to be repaired as well, but I think you are. But yeah, probably in terms of the queue here, things are starting to look pretty bad. Yeah. Well, I suppose what we could do is ask you guys here to not repair for now, so that it prioritizes our most important things. Ukraine! Fall of Kiev! Bad news for the Kingdom of Ukraine. You know what? I very much appreciate that, because that means Ukraine's probably going to surrender very soon. And Ukraine is one of our enemies. They are part of the Reichspakt, and that is fairly good. Flanders, yes. This is all just being different parts of different wars. Right, how are you doing? Superior enemy division still preparing. How are you? Well, you're getting about... should be there in a couple of days. There we go. For a few years now, a group of artists led by German immigrant by the name of Hannes Meyer have pushed for the idea of a unified union of arts. They argue that all arts need to be brought together to create an actual total work of art. A Gesamtkunstwerk. Needless to say, many of the proposers have adapted this view of the arts onto their political life. Yada yada yada. Political power? Change in power of totalitarianism? Yes, of course. I do appreciate that. We can modify our government. Ooh, speaking of modify our government, I don't think we should do that. I think what we should do is go to the Soviets here and actually send up an attaché. That will give us more war support, more army experience and military intelligence, and it's gonna help them. And they are fighting, of course, our enemies. So yes, please. I think that is a very good idea. Did I just confirm that, or did I not confirm that? No, it is. Great. Yeah, so that does reduce our political power a slight bit, but all in all, I think that is still very good. Right. Over here, guys. How are you in terms of preparations? Let's just yeah, just 2 more days or so. Early November attack on Ireland. What could be lovelier? I'm not sure how many guys these, how many troops there are on their side, but for now that should be okay. Right, more naval results. Interestingly, they are sending up more carriers here. But I'm not sure how many they have, but it's scary to see so many. Some French troops there. Interesting. Well, we are damaging them, so that is nice. But I suppose we can at least ask some of our aircraft to stop doing this. At least the group of 100 here. You guys don't need to do this for now. Let's just keep 200 aircraft here in the air. Yes. Okay, guys. Try to launch this attack. We don't have an attack down here. Well, we do. Okay, you guys. You guys. Can I ask you to start only one attack? I think I can. Just not sure how. shift, click this, and then this. No, didn't work. Probably reassigned everyone. Oh well. Okay, let's see. 68%, that seems somewhat promising. This over here is utterly pointless, but this battle over here, I think once we're breaking through the front lines, we might be having a little bit easier time after that. And I suppose what we should do is actually ask these guys here to at least fly air superiority, and I suppose also do some ground support. Close air support, there we go. So that we are pushing them back. Yeah, I think that works somewhat. Now we're looking in terms of logistics, still very short on infantry equipment, but all in all that will probably be okay over time. Right, well, I think that's going reasonably well here. Eastern Front seems to be doing pretty well. Ruthenia is going to collapse fairly soon, I suppose. And we do have pretty good intelligence on their side now, and we are gaining a lot of army experience, which I also very much appreciate. Yeah, just small stuff, just damage. Ooh, we have achieved a breakthrough over here. There's quite a couple of forts over here, but we can advance, I think, a little bit. You guys are trying to come over there, which potentially is okay. Well, I suppose if you didn't do that, you'd probably be losing. You should stop. Non-aggression pact, yes, of course, why not? Some damage against French dreadnoughts, that's good. Floating fortress, very, very good. The next one is this here, 114 days. We could also think about doing revolutionary admiralty. I think that would give us about, what, 50 days or so? 100% research bonus? Yeah, that would be nice. But, I think if we do the blood, toil, tears and sweat, we'd also get a little bit more base stability and everything. That would be great. And victory at the home front would also give us more research speed. So yeah, no, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to sort of hard research that. Of course, we're going to spend the naval experience, because why not? And God, that is nice and good. Right, appreciate that. You are hopefully still advancing into here and cutting off this gentleman. We are winning this defensive war there. And what I suppose I could do is try to pin you down here for a second. Yeah, thank you. That's it. You're now attacking over there. Let's take two of you and attack into Dublin, so that we are threatening their capital. Yeah. You are slightly... Well, this is slightly concerning, but I suppose what we could do is send you down here, and you down here. And then we might actually be able to cut Ireland in half over there. Cut off these guys here in the north. Yeah, we have now a decent amount of troops over here. I think we're going to win this pretty handily, actually. We have a lot of attack now. That was just ticking over from the day to night phase. You're also attacking to Dublin. Appreciated. Not really required, but getting the capital is always pretty nice. And our convoys are ticking up, so that is also good to see. Right, and you're going there? I don't think so. Let's go there. Let's cut their forces in half. Nice, very good. Of course, all of our front lines are now a complete mess, but all in all, still okay. Formulating an attack over there. That is nice. Not sure what you are doing here. Really, is there much point attacking there? I don't think so. Let's try to get to waterfront. Right, Ruthenia has capitulated. Very good. So the Soviets now have fairly good offensive line over there. And I think the Germans will have very, very hard time attacking over there. And we are making some progress here against the Entente, which is also very nice. Right, let's expand over there. We are immediately coming under attack, but that is okay. Dublin is supposed to fall very soon. And I think after that Ireland is simply going to surrender. And I suppose what we should do, we have a little bit of fuel left. A little bit, not much. But you guys here, do go back to convoy, not convoy escorting, convoy raiding, please. Yeah, that is okay. Good. Yeah, nice. Okay, Dublin is ours. Let's get you here. You're fine. Limerick is 2 victory points, 2 victory points. All of them are probably around 2 victory points. Nevertheless, we can try to get there. No, wait, let's wait here. They are going to evacuate Cork. This is a mountainous province. We're going to try to advance into there. This attack there is a little bit pointless, but I think it's going to be alright. Okay, you guys attack here. This guy there. Plains province, that's alright. You're very low on organization, that is okay too. Well, let's get you to waterfront back. Yeah, these guys are attacking there, so that is, I think, going to be alright. This position here is a little bit tenuous, but alright. Let's go to Cork. Oh, we have 3 military factories. Always very nice. Still missing a lot of infantry equipment, so let's just pump more stuff into that. 4 seconds here. Never results. Yeah, just convoys. I thought that was a little bit more threatening there. Convoy. Yeah, good. Okay. This is gonna collapse soon. Yes, and that's pretty good. Let's advance here. Ireland has capitulated, and we get a lot of equipment. That is extremely nice. So I think that actually cancels out all of our stuff. What else are we getting here? Heavy tanks. Valkyrie tanks. Oh dear. Fighters. That's nice. Fighters and a lot of fuel. 25,000 tons. That's pretty much okay. Lovely. Good. Of course, we are also going to try to pop all of these guys here. Because they certainly are threatening to us. Well, this attack maybe a little bit premature. You're part of this front line. You are part of this. Just making sure that no one is doing any funky stuff here. And let's make sure that all of you... Your plan here is... I ask you to just try to attack this. Thank you. Good. That has been popped. You need to attack over there, and you need to attack over here. Try to do that from multiple directions. And these guys are going to collapse fairly quickly there. And hopefully we are also going to get a couple of more production lines and stuff like this. Good. Everyone. And Ireland should be ours in now. Great. Good. Let's ask our home guard to extend their guard to Ireland itself. Just on the ports. Naval bases. Good. Yeah. Fantastic. Good result over there. Right. A couple of submarines, a couple of squadrons there. Everyone else here should be happy. That is nice. Do we want to send you back to France? Ooh, some battle down here. Just light ships on the German side though. Slightly bigger battle over here with a couple of German destroyers. But mostly convoys sunk. From whom? It's always a little bit hard to say who that does belong to. Convoy, convoy, convoy. Flags are so tiny and I just don't know these flags. Anyway, that seems pretty good to me. Still fuel so low. How are we looking in terms of production on naval stuff? So we have 21 dockyards now. That is nice. In terms of construction, we have a lot more civilian factories. That is also very good. And other than that, well, I think one of the naval bases was probably built up by us anyway. We are getting equipment here now, so that is good. We are missing, of course, medium tanks. But still, that's good. Could tweak our production. I think we do now have enough in terms of infantry equipment, but not quite enough in terms of medium tanks. All in all, our trade seems to be doing fine. We're not buying anything that we don't need to. Except for rubber, maybe. I think we can get by with a little bit less rubber. It's only going to be 1 short, and we do gain 1 civilian factory, so that is nice. And are we actually getting through with the repair of our units? Battle cruisers, I mean, you are repairing, and you do need to repair because you've been so torn up. I suppose you guys here can actually get back into the reserve, so that we have a good ratio here of 5 to 4 ships. Some of them will need to be repaired. Some of them pretty heavily. And these fast battleships, I mean, they don't stand up against red arms. We have to just recognize that. You guys, on the other hand, are seemingly all starting to look a little bit better, and that is very good for us. So we might actually start to refurbish some of these ships here. These designs, I mean, they're not inherently bad, but I think they can definitely get a lot better just by better torpedo launchers, better rapid fire guns here, better anti-aircraft. So that wouldn't be too expensive, and it would just increase their light attack by about 50%, light piercing increased by a lot, torpedo attack doubled, anti-air significantly increased. Could also do more anti-air because some of these dreadnoughts really don't carry that much in terms of anti-air. So I think this would be a very, very good upgrade here. Do we need fire control? Reliability would go down, light attack would go up significantly. How about radar on the other hand? Spotting? Well, I don't think spotting is that important for the battleship fleet. Might be more important for some of these guys who are trying to spot enemies. Could also do a better anti-submarine warfare, but it's 100 production and I don't think it's that important for these guys at the very least to be able to support anti-submarine warfare stuff. But yeah, for now we are still repairing our ships and building a significant number of convoys here. Also one guy who's been in refit mode for probably a year or so. Right, other than that though, that is a very nice win over here I think for us. A couple of planes that we do need to take care of. You guys here, you've done a pretty good job over here, lovely, appreciated. These anti-shipping guys over here, I think you can come over here and just be based in Ireland, that should be a little bit better. You guys over here, there's so many ships now, so many aircraft now, it's hard to keep track of everyone. How's this looking? Yeah, well, we have been kicked back. But this attack now, are you suffering from any sort of crossing? No. Huh. So a new fallback line behind this here. So once these guys are kicked back from over here, I think they will go back right to over here. That means Denmark will probably surrender fairly soon. What are you doing? What a pointless attack. Right, some battles over here. Sweden is still strong in Gotland. Yeah, so these Baltic islands, but on the other hand, just the eastern front. The Reichspakt is being pushed back dramatically over there. Yeah, and we still need to find a response against these sort of light German fleets. Ideally, it should have been the battle cruisers. Are you actually that good in terms of fighting light ships? That's a good attack path. And we don't really have heavy cruisers. Of course build up heavy cruisers or just redesign some of our ships, but right now that just doesn't seem possible. We'll need to think about what we're going to do with our convoys over here, with our convoy raiders. I don't think they're that important over here now because there are no convoys anymore, probably. So we'll just have to identify where the enemy is the weakest. Maybe in the Baltic, we would be supplied from Norway, so I think we would be able to just wreak havoc there. Germany itself probably still trades mostly via the eastern North Sea, and if we do get a good base force there, then we might be able to do something, but it's going to be a little bit tough, I think. Right, we could change laws, I don't think that's important. Statistical warfare new research slot is going to be extremely helpful, because we still need to do upgrade so much of our navy and army and everything. So yeah, that is great. Army experience going up also because we are sending that envoy to the Soviets, which is nice. And this here is still so stupid. So stupid. This just doesn't resolve. I don't know what is going on here. Is there a way for me to break this by just editing or something? Because this is honestly very, very stupid. Right, let's peek at the US. I think combined syndicalists are making some progress over here. Very much static in India, it seems. war in the East has been calmed down a little bit as well. Unfortunate that the Soviets are still fighting in Armenia down here. Not much that we can do about that though. And I think we will not be able to break through the Germans here at all. They're just... What sort of template is that? Only tanks? Weird. Right. Still, I think this is a good place to put in a cut. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. And we see each other next time. Bye bye.